LED light bars designed to fit a wide variety of ATV and UTV models and many LED light models to fit every need. All at great prices in the annual filter and tool sale coming up in April, but if you have time now, they'll be happy to take your orders now. That's a locally owned Buckles Automotive, your Napa store. On Main Street in Ainsworth, 387-1171. One call, that's all. Well, Hyannis comes in at 12-10 on the season. The Bulldogs at 4-17. Ainsworth has lost 8 of its last 9 games. For Hyannis, they're on a 4-game skid with losses in that stretch to 14-5 Layton, 18-4 Garden County by 2, 11-12 Alliance out of Class B, and to a 12-11 Potter-Dix team. The wins for Hyannis this year, they have beaten Banner County, Gordon Rushville, South Platte, Sutherland, Arthur County, Morrill, Sandhills Valley, Edgemont, Cody Kilgore, and Crawford, Cody Kilgore a second time in Hay Springs. There was a stretch where Hyannis won 9 of 10 games from January 6th through February 6th. So after a bit of a slow start, they had reeled off a pretty good stretch of basketball. And then they kind of hit a real tough spot in their schedule. And they'll, losing 4 in a row, they'll try to end the regular season with a win here in McAndrew Gymnasium before taking on Cody Kilgore in the D212 sub-district, which will be at Mullen. Just looking at a couple common opponents, Ainsworth lost early in the season. It was down some players to Gordon Rushville, and Hyannis beat Gordon Rushville by 2. Ainsworth has a win over Mullen, a come-from-behind win by 2, and an early loss for Hyannis to the Mullen Broncos. Those a couple of the common opponents between these two squads. We'll take a break. We'll come back and introduce you to the starting lineups and some of the top performers for both these teams on a high school basketball Friday night here on KBRB.
Book a stay at Ainsworth's award-winning Roadway Inn, offering a wide range of amenities and perks, including a delicious breakfast to get your day started off on the right foot, pool, cozy, clean rooms, and so much more. Book online or call 402-387-1050.
Local news personalized with pictures. The Ainsworth Star-Journal, serving the community for more than 140 years. To subscribe or for assistance in promoting your business, contact the Ainsworth Star-Journal at 387-2844.
Join those who have not only found relief from pain, but a pathway to wellness with Finish Line Chiropractic. They're proud to offer soft-weight tissue regeneration at the O'Neill office and in Bassett at the Rock County Hospital on Tuesdays. For appointments, go to finishlinehealth.com.
Welcome you back here to McAndrew Gymnasium. Hyannis comes in at 12-10 on the season. They average 46 points per game. They're led in scoring by Levi Maryhugh, 5'11 senior. He is putting up 13.5 points and about 5 rebounds per game. From there, you have Bo Rice, a 6-foot junior, averaging just shy of 10 points per game. And Evan Maryhugh, 5'11 senior. He is averaging about 8 points per ball game. Leading rebounder is Bo Rice at 5.5 per game. And that's your stat leaders for this Hyannis squad. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, they come in at 4-17, averaging 43 points per ball game. They're led by their 2 seniors, Chris Fernandez at 11 points per game, and Whitten Painter just shy of 11 points per game. From there, it's 8 points per game for Zane Evans and about 7 per game for Jackson Rucker, just shy of 6 per game for sophomore Jacob Ortner. Rebounding-wise, Rucker leads the team at 8 rebounds per game. Ortner at 5.5 boards per ball game. Chris Fernandez averages better than 3.5 assists and more than 2 steals per game to lead the team in both those categories. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups for this matchup between the Longhorns and the Bulldogs. Lineups brought to you by Three River, your area telecommunications and technology leader. We'll start with the visiting Hyannis Longhorns, 12-10 on the season. They're coached by Charlie Ferguson, assisted by Ellie Anderson. The Longhorns will start number 0, Dom Beaupre. He is a 5'7 senior. And along with Beaupre in the backcourt, you'll have, looks like, number 5, Cade Olson, 5'8 and a senior. Number 12, Levi Maryhugh, 5'9 and a sophomore. You have number 2, Bo Rice, a 6-foot junior, and number 34, Evan Maryhugh, 5'11 and a senior. Not a very tall lineup for this Longhorn team, and they're without a couple of their upperclassmen players. Talking to Coach Ferguson ahead of the game. Won't have Eli Van Rainen and Caden Sheets available tonight. They're on the roster. Those to look at your starters for the Longhorns of Hyannis. Well, if you need a reliable internet connection, look no further than Three River Communications. With Three Rivers' dependable fiber internet service, your streaming, gaming, and video meetings will run smooth and stress-free. They also have telephone service and plenty of great cable television options. Visit threeriver.net. So give them a call at 866-569-2666. Don't settle for the ordinary when you can enjoy the extraordinary with Three River, proud to support high school sports here on KBRB. Now the starting lineup for the Ainsworth Bulldogs, 4-17 on the season, coached by Jake Nelson, assisted by Clint Painter and Mandy Evans. The Bulldogs will start in the backcourt. Number 1, Chris Fernandez, 5'10", and a senior. Joining him on the wings will be number 3, Zane Evans, 5'10", and a sophomore, and number 22, Witten Painter, 5'10", and a senior. In the front court for the Bulldogs, number 15, Jacob Ortner, a 6'2" sophomore, and number 21, Jackson Rucker, a 6'2" sophomore. Those are your starting lineups for the Bulldogs and the Longhorns as we get set for the regular season finale on the boys' side. All of our girls' teams after last night have been eliminated from postseason play. So North Central dropping a 2-point game to Niobrara Verdigre last night, and Westholt, after leading the number 1 rated team in the state in Pender, dropped to the Pendragons by 15, 51-36. State wrestling, both Ainsworth wrestlers, Holden Beal and Dylan Titus, went 0-2 for the Bulldogs. There was one Westholt wrestler still alive and one North Central wrestler alive. We'll try to get those updated before we go off the air this evening. So look at your starting lineups. They're brought to you by Three River, your area telecommunications and technology leader. Ainsworth will be at Pender on Monday for a 6 o'clock game against Oakland Craig. And it will be for Hyannis. They will be in Mullen on the 24th on Tuesday for a sub-district semifinal in the D212. They'll take on Cody Kilgore for the third time on the season. We'll come back. We'll be ready for the tip between the Longhorns and the Bulldogs. High school basketball tonight on KBRB.
Buckley Steel of Ainsworth, Rain System Construction, Millwright Services, dryer repair and support, crane and bucket truck services, and design planning. Consulting from the respected leader in the ag industry, Buckley Steel, 387-0347.
Rural health care from Rural Roots. Better health care for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sandhills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
Ainsworth Auto Parts is now Auto Value, located along Richardson Drive, right along East City Park. They offer oil, fluids, wax and paint, accessories, tools and shop supplies, as well as ag and heavy-duty parts. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts. Ainsworth Auto Parts, your Auto Value parts store.
For quality cattle. At RK Cattle Company of Longpine, they have the facilities and equipment to meet the ever-changing needs of the cattle feeding industry. Call Ryan Ortner to learn more at RK Cattle Company, phone 402-273-4424.
At Grow Vantage, we know high performance when we see it. It's not just agronomics and hybrids to us. It's making every farm and every farmer more successful. For your Pioneer hybrid seed, water management services, and crop consultation, go with Grovantage, just east of Ainsworth.
Quality Construction, Posel Construction of Long Pine, a family-owned business specializing in all forms of general contracting. They're your local dealer for Pella Windows. Matt and Jeff Posel, call 402-273-2929. If you have a demand for concrete, call on Ainsworth Ready Mix to get your project started. Residential, commercial, or industrial concrete jobs, they're committed to providing quality products at an affordable price at Ainsworth Ready Mix, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics.
Yeah, big thanks to the Furno crew at Ainsworth Ready Mix and all of our Bulldog sportscasters bringing you these broadcasts as we follow the teams throughout the fall and winter seasons, including to Pender on Monday to take on Oakland Craig in the C25 sub-district opening round. Bulldogs here at McAndrew Gymnasium will be in their home whites with the red numbers and letters and the red and black stripe. Longhorns in their road blue uniforms with the white numbers and letters. The Bulldogs will go from left to right, from south to north, as we call it here in the first half. The Longhorns from right to left, from north to south. It will be Jacob Ortner jumping center with Bo Rice. We are underway as a tip into the hands of Beaupre after it was controlled by Ortner. And there's a kicked ball by Rucker out of bounds. It will stay with the Longhorns. Looks like Ainsworth will stay in its typical zone defense. And there's a knockaway and a steal by Fernandez. And a turnover right away forced by the Bulldog defense. We'll get a look at the defense for the Longhorns, and it's a 2-3 zone. Fernandez on the wing to Painter, fires a three. That's too strong. Rebound down to Zane Evans, and he is fouled on the putback. So Evans will go to the line as the foul on Hyannis will go against Levi Merrihew. Merrihew had a big game as a freshman last season in Hyannis against Ainsworth. Boy, they're not going to call that on the shot, okay? They're going to call it on the floor. So the foul on Merrihew, fresh 35 for the Bulldogs. They get it into Rucker. Takes it inside, loses the handle. It's knocked free, and it's going to be chased down by Cade Olson. Turnover Bulldogs. Here's a jumper that's blocked by Ortner, and the rebound down to Rucker as Ortner picks up the block on the mid-range jumper. Back the other way comes Ainsworth, looking for our first points. You have Merrihew guarding Fernandez at the top of the key. Painter, nice backdoor cut by Fernandez. He misses the layup, gets it back, misses a second time. Evans on the putback as the Bulldogs on the offensive glass. Boy, Chris missed a couple bunnies. He had that huge start last week against Winside, scored the Bulldogs' first 14 points. Stepping into a 15-footer, way off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, down into the hands of Cade Olson, and he puts it back and scores. Bulldogs not boxing out Olson. And we are tied at 2. A minute and a half into this varsity matchup. Ortner trying to post up inside. They swing it around to Fernandez on the left wing, up top to Painter. Now to Rucker on the baseline. Holding the ball, skip pass to Painter. Witten drives in, puts up a shot, can't get it to go, and the rebound comes down to Olson. Hyannis the other way. Lay-in is good as Merrihew Levi beats the Bulldogs down the floor. Levi Merrihew gives Hyannis its first lead at 4-2, 2 minutes in to this opening quarter. Fernandez on the drive, gets shut off on the baseline, now needs some help, tries to bounce it through a double team. Nice catch by Ortner in traffic. Jacob back to Fernandez, 14-footer is good. Fernandez on the assist from Ortner, and we're tied at 4. Back comes Hyannis. It is Beaupre with it top of the key against the Bulldog zone. They leave Beaupre alone, back cut by Merrihew, and a blocking foul called on the Ainsworth on the drive by Merrihew. It'll go against Rucker, his first. A couple of Bulldogs have been battling some illness this week. 5:30 to play in the opening quarter, tied at 4, Hyannis basketball. Get it on an outlet to Beaupre, into the corner to Merrihew. He misses the three. The rebound, though, down to Olson, but then his shot is blocked by Evans, and Ainsworth comes out of there with it. Tied at 4 here early. Into the corner to Fernandez. Bounces it down low to Painter. Kicks it out. Three on the left wing for Evans, back rim. And the board pulled away by Beaupre. Dom brings it the other way into the front court. Gets it off to Evan Merrihew. He's going to take a step back three, misses it. And the rebound will go out of bounds to the Bulldogs. Tied at 4 early on here. Each team has stayed with the starters thus far. Fernandez met at half court by Merrihew. Gets a screen from Evans. Turns the corner all the way to the rack. Puts it up. Can't finish. And the board down to Beaupre, and he is fouled. That'll go against Witten Painter. So the foul on Witten is his first. Ainsworth going to go with a little face guarding on Merrihew. Levi has it, drives into the lane, double teamed, and a blocking foul called again on Ainsworth. This will be shots for Merrihew, and this one will go against Ortner. So 3 early fouls on the Bulldogs. As Levi Merrihew to the free throw line. Tied at 4, 4:35 to go, opening quarter of basketball. Sub-district play begins next week as Merrihew front rim on the free throw. In will come Bear Ray for Jackson Rucker, and Hunter Cover in, the 6'2 freshman for the Longhorns. Second free throw for Merrihew to give them the lead. That one is good. Levi has 3, and it's our third lead change here early on. 5-4 Hyannis. Fernandez on the wing to Evans. Evans loses the dribble, gets it to Ray. Bear, one of the big sophomore class. Here's a turnaround 15-footer for Painter. That's back rim. Ray after the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Evans, now to Fernandez. Short baseline jumper for Chris is good. Evans on the assist after the offensive rebound for Bear Ray. Here's a drive by Evan Merrihew. Shot blocked by Ortner. His second. He comes down with the rebound. Good defense there by Jacob with that one early foul. Blocks the shot. Evans with it, up top to Painter, round to Fernandez. Chris up top to Bear Ray. 6'5 Bulldogs, 4 early lead changes, tight one here. Back cut, here's Bear Ray into the lane, and he's gonna get knocked to the floor, and they're gonna call a travel. So that'll be a turnover on the Bulldogs. 3:41 to play in the first. It's a 6-5 lead for Ainsworth over Hyannis. Going to check for a wet spot on the floor here. Get a towel, potentially, to clean that up. I guess they're going to say it's okay. Zane Evans face guarding Merrihew. They get it into Evan Merrihew instead. He'll bring it across, picked up at half court by Fernandez. Now to Beaupre. More like a box and one defense on Merrihew is what you're seeing out of Ainsworth. Inside, shot up too strong. Merrihew, the offensive rebound. Put back is good. Levi with 5, and Hyannis back on top. 5 early lead changes, 7-6, the Longhorns with the lead. Into the corner, Evans brings it out to the wing. Pass knocked away by Merrihew, still loose. Painter can't corral it, and here comes Merrihew the other way. Jump stop, flips it up, and scores. The steal and lay-in by Levi Merrihew. He has 7, had the big game against Ainsworth last season in Hyannis as a freshman. Painter has it poked away, gets it back. Beaupre with the near steal. Witten into the high post. They try to poke it away again. Here's Ortner on the baseline. Takes it in, off the glass, and scores. Jacob Ortner, nice take to the hoop. 9-8, Hyannis with the lead. 2.5 to go as the team's got to trade baskets. They throw it inside for the freshman. It's poked away by Ortner. And a tie-up, possession arrow to the Bulldogs. Nice play by Jacob Ortner early. In for Hyannis, Ian Anderson for the first time, 5'10 sophomore. Out will go Rice and Beaupre. As also checking back in is Cade Olson. 9-8 Hyannis. Ainsworth brought in sophomore Bates and Raymond to replace Painter. Evans skip pass. Fernandez takes a 3 left wing and hits a West Plains Bank 3. Chris Fernandez on the assist from Evans. And the Bulldogs retake the lead at 11-9. Into the corner to Olson. 2 minutes to go in the first. Bulldogs by 2. Anderson Hands it off to Merrihew, guarded by Evans. Gets it down low. Olsen's shot is blocked by Ortner, his third block of the quarter. And then we're going to have a foul on the floor against Ainsworth. That'll go against Zane Evans on the loose ball. 3 blocks already for Jacob Ortner. And it's 11-9 Ainsworth, minute 50 to play here in the opening quarter. Olsen trying to get it in, gets it to Merrihew on the baseline, puts it up and scores. Levi Merrihew, 9 of the 11 here in the quarter for the Longhorns. Olsen on the assist. Evans drives right baseline, gets shut off and double team, finds Bear Ray, attacks the rim short, hits the side of the iron going up with it. And the rebound down to Olsen. Boy, great pass from Evans, and Bear couldn't finish. Here's a jumper in the paint. That was altered by Ortner. And then the ball out of bounds will go off of Ainsworth. Rucker returns for the Bulldogs. Out goes Ray, and in comes sophomore Graham Deuster. He'll replace Ortner, who had a good first quarter. Painter was also getting ready to check back in. Jumper on the wing from Ian Anderson is good. And Hyannis back on top with a 4-point run. 13-11 Longhorns with a minute 10 to play here in the first. Raymond on the deep left wing. Skip pass for Fernandez. Chris bounces to Rucker. Mid-range jumper. That one around and out. Offensive rebound down to Deuster. 15-footer for Fernandez won't go. Rucker down on the offensive glass. Gets it off to Bates and Raymond. Ball now loose on the floor. And it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow will give it to Hyannis. Painter in for Fernandez. Back in come Beaupre and Bo Rice for the Longhorns as Merrihew and Merrihew get their first breather. Final minute of the first, 13-11. Here's a 3 for Anderson open on the wing. That one won't go, but the long rebound out to Bo Rice. Beaupre with it, guarded by Evans. Ainsworth goes to the 2-3 with Merrihew out. That boxing one didn't work very well. Merrihew scored 9. Missed shot, but the offensive rebound down to Anderson underneath, and then he throws it away. And then Evans is going to be reached in and fouled. That'll go against Cade Olsen. 13-11, Hyannis with the lead. Ainsworth basketball, 23 seconds to play in the quarter. Fernandez back in as Evans will check out. Ainsworth can hold for the last shot. They've had a tendency not to do that, though, in these into quarter scenarios. Chris will bring it out to the top by the A in the middle of the floor. Now he'll pull up, take a 3, and that one's back rim with 14 seconds left. The rebound down to Anderson, so the Bulldogs again choose not to hold for the final shot. Down by 2. Pass into the hands of Beaupre. Step back 3 blocked by Fernandez, but into the hands of Hunter Cover to beat the buzzer. He puts it up and scores, and that will give Hyannis the 4-point lead. After 1 quarter of play here from McAndrew Gymnasium, your Tri-County Bank scoreboard, it's Hyannis 15, Ainsworth 11. Back with the second 8 minutes here on this boys varsity matchup after this timeout.
Experience, reputation, and results. This is Laura Lee Frank at Bruner Frank Shoemaker, LLC. We pride ourselves on personal attention and solid results for your legal needs. We have law offices in both Kearney and Ainsworth for your convenience. Give us a call today.
Big G Oil. Dave Garrison offers mobile oil change services anytime, anywhere. Tractors, semis, irrigation engines, RVs. No mess, convenient, and hassle-free. Call 402-760-0151 and let the oil change come to you.
Hello, I'm Kirk Peterson, an investment advisor representative with Peterson Asset Protection Group. I can help you get your finances in order by taking a look at the big picture. I'll consider your estate, retirement investments, and tax strategies. Let Peterson Asset Protection Group help you put your financial house in order.
Well, we get ready for the second quarter of basketball. Had 7 lead changes in that first quarter, but Hyannis with a 15-11 lead as we start the second. Painter gets it into Evans, guarded by Merrihew, who had a big first quarter with 9. Evans guarded tightly by Merrihew, needs some help, gets it to Fernandez. Chris, pull up mid-range jumper, good. Evans on his 3rd assist, and Fernandez has 9 to pace the Bulldogs. It's a 2-point Hyannis lead, 15-13. Starters out there for both teams, it appears, to start the quarter. Merrihew guarded tightly by Fernandez. Now gets it to Evan, back to Levi. Both Merrihues. As Beaupre has his pass knocked away by Rucker and stolen. Third turnover by the Longhorns. Fernandez working against Beaupre, loses the dribble, needs some help up top to Rucker against the zone. Rucker on the wing to Fernandez, pull up 15 mid-range jumper, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Evan Merrihew. Fire it ahead to Rice, baseline jumper over Evans, won't go. Rebound to Ortner. Ainsworth with a rare size advantage as Fernandez nearly has it stolen. Now it's knocked through out of his hands by Beaupre, but kept alive by Jacob Ortner. And Jacob's going to be tied up. Jump ball between Ortner and Beaupre, and the possession arrow gives it to the Longhorns. 6:52 to play in the first half. Coming up on FM 92, KBRB.net around 7:15, 7:30-ish will be the North Central Knights on the road at Stewart for the regular season finale. We'll try to get you West Holt updates as well as they're hosting #1 rated in Class C2 Fremont Bergen tonight in Atkinson. Beaupre into the corner. Merrihew open for three, and he buries it. They leave Levi open, and he knocks down the triple in the left corner. 18-13, largest lead now for Hyannis. Painter with it. On the wing to Chris Fernandez. Chris drives baseline, wraparound pass to Evans. Shot blocked by Merrihew. That is Evan with the block and the rebound. Ahead it goes to Rice, and he going to have his pass knocked away. Fernandez back the other way with it. Chris has it pilfered. Jacob Ortner on the ground trying to save it. Instead, it's a turnover, Bulldogs. Levi Merrihew with it, and he throws it away into the hands of Painter. Now there's a scrum for it and a tie-up. Possession arrow will give it to Ainsworth. Kind of a scramble drill on those couple possessions. 18-13 Hyannis here with 5:54 to play in the first half. Bulldogs trail by 5. We had 7 lead changes in that opening quarter. Ainsworth 4 and 17, Hyannis 12 and 10. There's a knockaway by Beaupre. Ahead to Merrihew. His shot won't go, but he's going to be fouled by Fernandez. Ainsworth sloppy with the basketball, and it'll lead to free throws for Levi Merrihew, who's having himself a first half. 12 points for the sophomore. He had a big game last year as a freshman against this Ainsworth team. Free throw is up and in. Levi 2 for 3 at the line. Hyannis' lead is the largest now at 6. Back in for Ortner comes Graham Deuster. Bates and Raymond back in. He'll replace Evans. And see Hunter Cover back in for Hyannis. Second free throw rattles in for Merrihew. 20-13. Painter dumps it to Rucker. Takes it. Baseline off balance shot won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Bo Rice. Beaupre gets it to Merrihew. 20-13. Hyannis now by 7. Bounce it inside, knocked away from Cover. Painter on the floor after it, and it will be a steal for Ainsworth. Throw it ahead to Raymond, and he tries to pass it to Fernandez. And Fernandez tells Bateson, go up with it. You're right there to score, and it'll be knocked out of bounds and will stay with Ainsworth. Beaupre out. As into the game for the first time comes Kanan Grant, a 5'4 junior. Bulldogs get it into Painter in the corner. It goes to Fernandez, now to Rucker. Painter on the right wing, fires a 3, looks strong is, but the offensive rebound down to Bates and Raymond, and his shot is blocked out of bounds by Bo Wright. So it will stay with Ainsworth. 4:58 to play here in the half. Bulldogs down by 7. They bounce it into Rucker. Rucker shot up and in on the assist from Bates and Raymond. Rucker has his first basket. It's a 5-point game. That stops a Hyannis run, 25-20. Here's Rice, mid-range jumper, too strong. Rebounded Deuster. Gets it off to Painter. Witten the other way. Will knock over. They're going to count the bucket. The bucket fell. They're asking if the basket was good, or they're going to call the foul on the floor. The bucket was good. Painter gets the blocking call. The basket was made. So they're going to ask whether it's on the floor. Yeah, they're going to count the bucket. Yes, after discussion, the foul goes on Hyannis, and it's an and one opportunity for Witten Painter. And the foul will go against Cover. 20-17, Bulldogs on a little 4-point spurt to get it back within one possession, and now Painter to try to convert the and one. Free throw is up. That's no good. Rebound down to Cover. So Ainsworth down by 3, 20-17. Levi Merrihew getting a little breather. He probably won't stay on the bench very long as Evan Merrihew's pass knocked away by Painter and stolen. Gets it to Fernandez. Chris on the drive, takes it baseline. Now gets it out to Rucker. Now to Painter. 3 on the right wing for the tie. That's back rim, won't fall. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Fernandez. We'll have Ortner, Ray, and Evans in. Staying on the floor will be who? Raymond and Painter, it appears. Now they've got it figured out who's going to stay and who's going to go. 20-17 Hyannis with 4:15 to play in the first half of basketball here in the regular season finale. Evan Merrihew into the hands of Beaupre. On the wing, loses the dribble. Brings it out top to Anderson, around to Evan Merrihew. Drives baseline, pull-up jumper, too strong. Rebound to Bear Ray. Bear gets it to Painter. Witten brings it ahead. Drives right side. Gets stuck on the baseline out to Ray. Bear dumps it on the baseline to Bates and Raymond. His pass intended for Ortner is wide and out of bounds. Zane Evans asking for a tip, not going to get the call. Each team with 6 turnovers. Hyannis leads 20-17 behind 12 points from Levi Merrihew. Or make that 14 from Levi Merrihew. 14 of their 20. Chris Fernandez has 9 for the Bulldogs. Anderson's pass poked away but saved by Beaupre. Against the Bulldog zone, Evan Merrihew, 3 right wing. That one front rim, but the offensive rebound down to Anderson in the lane. And he's going to be reached in and fouled. So Ian Anderson gets the board, draws the foul on the Bulldogs. That will go on Bates and Raymond. 3:23 to play in our first half. Fernandez back in. He'll replace Raymond. Bulldogs on a 4-point run after falling into their largest deficit at 7. They get the ball into Rice. Now to Anderson. On the baseline, Beaupre. Anderson through his hands, stolen away by Zane Evans. He is going to be fouled, and the bucket. Beaupre tried to just send him to the line, but Zane's strong enough to fight through the contact. And on the turnover, he takes it the distance and will have the and one opportunity to tie it. The foul is the first on Beaupre. 4 points for Evans now, and a chance at the free throw line to bring us to a tie. And the free throw back rim won't go. Rebound knocked around, and it's down to Cover. Bulldogs 0 for 2 at the line, both on and one opportunities. And there's a turnover by Beaupre as he couldn't handle a pass. 8 turnovers now for Hyannis, and quickly back in is Levi Merrihew after a little breather where the Bulldogs went on a 6-0 run with him on the bench. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first half, kind of a fast-moving game here for McAndrew Gymnasium. Fernandez works on the right wing. Jump stop, kicks it out to Evans, foot on the line. Long 2 is good. Zane has 6 on the assist from Chris Fernandez, and the Bulldogs retake the lead. Ainsworth on an 8-0 run. It's 21-20 Bulldogs. Now Levi Merrihew guarded by Zane Evans. Gets it to Beaupre. Out it goes to Evan Merrihew. Now high post to Beaupre. Bounce it down to Rice. His shot won't go on the baseline. Rebound to Bear Ray. Bulldogs on an 8-0 run to go up 21-20. Our 8th lead change. Skip pass into the right baseline to Fernandez. Brings it into the middle. Knocked away by Levi Merrihew. Into the corner. Evans for 3. That one too strong. Rebound on the weak side. Down to Evan Merrihew. But the pass stolen away by Painter. He misses the shot. The rebound to Rice, and he is going to be fouled. Foul on the Bulldogs will go on Evans, and that is 2 on Zane with 2:10 to play here in the half. He's going to come out of the game with his 2 fouls. 21-20, Bulldogs on an 8-point run. It's been about a 3.5-minute scoring drought for Hyannis. Beaupre to Evan Merrihew. See if they try to find a possession for Levi. Beaupre on the right wing, brings it out top to Levi. Near steal by Bates and Raymond. Jump the passing lane. Levi kicks it out to Evan. Now to Beaupre. Levi drives left baseline, shut off by Painter. Wraparound pass to Rice. Shot is good. Bo Rice on the assist from Levi Merrihew. Stops the 8-0 Ainsworth run. Our 9th lead change. 22-21 Hyannis with the lead with a minute and a half to play. Throw it down on the baseline. Ortner is triple teamed, and it's going to be a tie-up. Good play by Levi Merrihew and Cover to get in there and tie up Ortner. Possession arrow gives it to the Longhorns. Olson back in. He'll replace Cover with a minute 31 to go and a timeout. Going to be taken by Coach Charlie Ferguson with a minute 31 to play in the half. It's a tight one here. 9 lead changes in our first half. The 12-10 Longhorns of Hyannis lead the 4-17 Ainsworth Bulldogs on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, 22-21.
Whether high school, college, or the pros, the game is always on at the 402 Bar on Main Street in Ainsworth. Check out the game in the high-definition 86-inch screens. Not a bad seat in the house. At the 402 Bar, Main Street in Ainsworth.
For all of your livestock or grain hauling needs, call on Thad Jones Trucking of Ainsworth. Well-maintained trucks and trailers, skilled, reliable, and experienced drivers. Thad Jones Trucking. Phone 402-760-1964.
Red and White Market is your local community connection for high-quality food, friendly service, and great prices. Make sure to grab a delicious piping hot lunch. The deli starts serving at 11:30 weekdays. You can have it to stay or to go from Red and White Market on Highway 20 in Ainsworth.
Well, Hyannis with a 1-point lead in the basketball. 1:25 to play in the first half. Longhorns working north to south, right to left. Our Tri-County Bank halftime show comes up. They give it to Rice. Turnaround jumper. Good defense by Painter. It's a tough shot in the paint. Rebound to Bear Ray, who has 4 boards off the bench. Rucker back in off the timeout for the Bulldogs. Painter fakes the 3 on the left wing, takes it into the paint, kicks it out to Ray. Now to Rucker, top of the key. Bounces to Fernandez. 3 on the right wing for Chris. Around the rim and off. Bear Ray after the rebound, but it's snared by Bo Rice. They throw it ahead for Olson, who had a couple of steps, but the pass over his head and out of bounds. That's 10 turnovers now for the Longhorns. Final minute of the first half. Hyannis leading Ainsworth 22-21. Been a quick-moving first half here from McAndrew Gymnasium. Painter on the wing to Bear Ray. Skip pass to Fernandez. Chris out to Witten. Back to Chris in the corner. Skip pass to Ray. Now to Rucker on the baseline. He'll take the jumper. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound down to Levi Merrihew. Beaupre's pass is knocked away. Saved in bounds by Ortner as he takes a tumble into the padding. Nice play by Ortner. Now Fernandez the other way, and a travel going to be called on Chris as the shot goes, but the little stutter step to get around the Longhorn who was trying to set up and take the charge will be Ainsworth's 7th turnover. Now the shot clock off. Hyannis can hold for the final shot of the half if they choose to do so. 18 seconds to play. Beaupre brings it on the left wing, bounces it inside to Rice. Turnaround jumper is good over Rucker. Rice on the assist from Beaupre gives Hyannis a 3-point lead. 6 seconds left. Painter into the corner to Fernandez with 3. Out to Rucker, 3 at the buzzer. Off the mark wildly. And that'll take us to the first half, 24-21. Hyannis with the lead. Ainsworth outscored the Longhorns 10-9 in the second quarter. Hyannis led by as many as 8, and they'll take a 3-point lead to the half. Your Tri-County Bank halftime show on the way next on KBRB.
Go Bulldogs. A Bulldog debit card from Union Bank and Trust is the perfect way to show off your Bulldog pride wherever you use your card, at home or away. Stop by our Ainsworth branch today for complete details. Member FDIC.
Depend on the pros. When it comes to customer satisfaction and fair prices on electrical, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning work, call on Pro Electric and HVAC of Ainsworth. Trent Kinney at 382-5535.
Nebraska Beef. It's what's for dinner. Miles Feedlot, Mark and Haley Miles, are proud to support Ainsworth Community School students moving forward in academics, athletics, fine arts, and organizations. Go Bulldogs!
Insight Partners, formerly the Munhake Agency of Ainsworth, has provided quality insurance protection to area individuals, families, and businesses for more than 60 years. For quality coverage and fair rates, visit Insight Partners on 2nd Street in Ainsworth.
Greg Kinsey welcoming you back here on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, KBRB.net. High school basketball on a Friday night. Our girls' season is wrapped up with West Holt and North Central both losing in the sub-district finals last night. State wrestling continues down in the CHI Health Center at Omaha. Both Ainsworth Bulldogs went 0-2. We're here at the half, 24-21. Hyannis leading Ainsworth in a game that had 9 lead changes in the first half. Longhorns led 15-11 after 1 quarter of play and lead at 24-21 here at the half after Ainsworth outscored Hyannis 10-9 in the second. Hyannis led 21-13 before the Bulldogs closed the half on an 8-3 run. It is your Tri-County Bank halftime show on KBRB. Running an ag business is hard work. At the Tri-County Bank, they're here to lend a hand with local financing customized to your needs. Your operation can continue to thrive. Work with a team of ag lenders who have deep roots in their communities, because at the Tri-County Bank, they're not just your lenders, they're your neighbors. So stop by one of their branches, Stewart Atkinson, Ambassador O'Neill. Visit TriCountyBank.com. Tri-County Bank is member FDIC. We'll take a break, come back, go through our first half statistics, and get our keys to the second half in this 24-21 Hyannis lead over Ainsworth.
Dr. Cherise Stephen with Sandhills Animal Health Care Center of Ainsworth. For all your animal health care, large to small animals and family pets, Dr. Cherise Stephen with Sandhills Animal Health Care Center, located 1 mile east and 1/2 mile south of Ainsworth.
Developmental concerns? Planning Region Team 17 provides early intervention services at no cost to eligible families in Brown, Rock, Kippahaw, and Cherry County to support early learning and skill development for babies and young children. Contact your local school district to learn more.
I am April Good, Associate Broker with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, specializing in farm, ranch, and recreational sales as well as residential property. With my office in Ainsworth, I'm here to help sellers and buyers like you make the most of your move.
Well, let's welcome you back here to McAnder Gymnasium. Greg Kinsey with you here on KBRB for the regular season boys basketball finale night before sub-districts begin next week. Take a look at our first half statistics. Well, it was Levi Merrihew leading the Longhorns. 14 of Hyannis's 24 points coming from the 5'9" sophomore. Merrihew 3 for 4 at the free throw line, hit the only made 3 for the Longhorns in the first half. 4 points for Bo Rice, a bucket for Kate Olson, and then baskets off the bench for both Ian Anderson and Hunter Cover. Rebounding wise, Longhorns with a 21-14 advantage on the glass. Bo Rice and Kate Olson each with 4 rebounds, 3 apiece for Ian Anderson, Evan Merrihew, and Hunter Cover. 2 rebounds for Dom Beaupre and 2 for Levi Merrihew. I had Beaupre with 2 assists, 1 assist for Kate Olson and 1 for Levi Merrihew, and had the Longhorns with 2 blocks in the first half, 1 by Bo Rice and 1 by Evan Merrihew. No foul trouble at all for Hyannis, nobody with more than 1. Longhorns were 3 for 4 at the line, Bulldogs 0 for 2. 11 turnovers by Hyannis in that first half, Ainsworth with 7. Bulldogs were led by Chris Fernandez with 9, including the only made 3 for Ainsworth in the first half. 6 for Zane Evans, 0 for 1 at the line, then a basket apiece for the other starters, Jacob Ortner, Jackson Rucker, and Witten Painter. Painter also missed a free throw on an and-one opportunity. Bear Ray off the bench leads Ainsworth in rebounding with 4. 3 boards for Evans, 2 apiece for Ortner and Rucker, 1 each for Chris Fernandez, Bates and Raymond, and Graham Deuster. I had Zane Evans with 3 assists in the first half, 1 apiece for Chris Fernandez, Bates and Raymond, and Jacob Ortner. Had Ortner with 3 blocks in the first half, a block for Fernandez and a block for Zane Evans. Foul-wise, the only player with more than 1 for the Bulldogs, Zane Evans, has 2. That is a look at your first half statistics. Let's get our keys to the second half, brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. And the Ford F-Series pickups have been America's best-selling trucks for 49 years, and it's easy to see why. With every F-Series truck, including the full lineup of F-150 models at your best in the West Ford store, has legendary capability, durability, and performance. Whether you need a powerful worksite partner, a head-turning hauler for family fun, or some combination of the two, there's an F-150 at Ainsworth Motors that can help you get the job done. Financing and incentive options available to qualified buyers. See why. The difference is the dealer. Well, your keys to the second half for Hyannis, you got to quit turning the ball over. A lot of turnovers. Some of those have led to some transition opportunities for the Bulldogs. 11 turnovers. That's too many in the first half for Coach Charlie Ferguson's team. And then keep finding ways to just give Levi Merrihew touches. He does good things with the basketball, whether it's scoring or whether it's drawing a lot of attention to leave some open teammates. So they'll play through Merrihew if you are the Longhorns. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, you got to rebound better. You're getting out-rebounded by 7 against a team that does not have much size. Bulldogs have a height advantage, and they're not taking advantage of it as they are -7 on the board. So for Ainsworth, you've got to rebound the basketball. And I would say for the Bulldogs, you need to try to work the ball into the paint and collapse that zone defense of Hyannis. And if it does collapse, then look for the open player either cutting to the hoop or spotting up from the outside. But starts and stops with Ainsworth, you got to rebound the basketball better than you did in that first half. 24-21 is our score. 9 lead changes in that first half. Those are your keys to the second half. And it's your Tri-County Bank halftime show. Well, as we take a look at sub-district basketball, it will be Ainsworth out at the C25 at Pender on Monday for a play-in bunny bracket game opening round. Bulldogs, the 5 seed, will take on 4 seed Oakland Craig. The winner of that will be back in Pender on Tuesday to take on the host Pendragons, who are 18-5. At 6 o'clock Tuesday night, Hartington Cedar Catholic, the 2 seed, against Hartington Newcastle, the 3. In the other semifinal Tuesday. West Holt will be on a game Monday at Crofton in the C26. Huskies, the 5 seed, will take on 4 seed Summerland at 6 o'clock Monday from Crofton. That'll be followed by 3 seed Laurel Concord Coleridge against 6 seed Stanton. The Summerland West Holt winner gets top seed Crofton Tuesday at 6. The Stanton Laurel Concord Coleridge winner plays Ponca. The North Central Knights are the 3 seed in the D15 at Boyd County. We know we'll be bringing you that matchup Tuesday from Spencer, where North Central will be in the second semifinal against Creighton at 7:30. Top seed Boyd County takes on 4 seed Niobrara Verdigris at 6 on Tuesday. And Stewart will be at Elgin for the D25 sub-district. Elgin Public Pope John at 21-1. The top seed will take on CWC at 6. And then the 15-8 Broncos, the 3 seed, will face 21-2 defending state champion O'Neill St. Mary's at 7:30 on Tuesday. That's a look at your Tri-County Bank halftime show. We'll come back with the second 16 minutes of basketball after this on KBRB.
Your go-to choice for ag and industrial steelwork is Winters Millwright in Ainsworth. Evan Winters has over 2 decades of experience and an expert team who are proud to offer construction, machinery installation, maintenance, repairs, and innovative solutions.
Scott Rosichka with Steelers Feed, a second-generation nutrition-first company that truly cares if you're successful. With our products and everything from mineral to cube, custom feed, consultation, effort development program, seed stock supplier program, we can do it all. That's Scott Rosichka with Steelers Feed, 402-358-2083.
Put your project in good hands with Sean Furno Construction, offering complete general contracting services, home renos, window installs, siding, roofing, decks, new builds, you name it. Call on Sean Furno Construction at 402-382-8093.
All right, we're ready for the second half of basketball here from McAndrew Gymnasium. 24-21, Hyannis with the lead. It will be Bulldog basketball to start the second half. Ainsworth in its home whites with the red numbers and letters and the black and red stripe. Bulldogs will go from north to south, from right to left, as we call it here in the second half. Hyannis in their road blue uniforms with the white numbers and letters. Bulldogs with Fernandez, top of the key, gets it into the corner to Evans. Zane to Rucker up top, swings it to Painter on the right wing. He drives baseline, shut off, needs some help. Skip pass for Evans, now on the baseline. Rucker fakes the shot, takes it inside. Wild shot, misses badly. Offensive rebound, though, down to Ortner on the weak side, and Jacob will be fouled and go to the line. 24-21, and the foul on, I believe, who was that? Well, they posted on Beaupre. If that is, it's his second. Free throw is good for Ortner. Ainsworth strikes first here in the second half. and down by 2, 24-22. Second free throw for the 6'2 sophomore. That one off the back iron. Rebound chased down by Evan Merrihew. Ainsworth just 1 for 4 at the line. It's a 2-point ball game. Beaupre with it on the deep right wing. Looks for Levi Merrihew. Double teamed. Tries to feed it off, and it's knocked out of bounds by Ortner. It will stay with the Longhorns. Still 22 on the shot clock. Kate Olson will trigger it in, starting 5 out there for both teams. Gets it on an outlet to Beaupre. He steps in, right elbow jumper off the mark. Rebound down to Zane Evans, his 4th. Zane brings it ahead quickly. Now it's knocked away from him and out of bounds near the Bulldogs student section. And it stays with the Bulldogs. 9 first half lead changes. Ainsworth down by a bucket. Painter takes a 3 left wing for the lead. That's off the side of the iron. Rebound tipped around, and it will be off of Olson and stay with the Bulldogs. So Ainsworth, a fresh 35-second clock. Fernandez to trigger it in. Gets it on an outlet for Evans. Minute gone in this third quarter. Bounce it into Ortner in the post. Shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound is ripped down by Bo Rice, his 5th. So Ainsworth comes up empty and then down by a point. Here's Merrihew. Bounces on the wing, nearly stolen by Ortner. Beaupre back to Merrihew, fakes the 3, takes it inside. His pass knocked away by Painter, and they'll say last touched by Olson. That's a turnover. Longhorns, their 12th. This has been a fast-moving game, 6:42, and we're already into the third quarter. Fernandez gets a screen, a double screen, takes it baseline. He loses it, gets it back, and bounces it off of Evan Merrihew and out of bounds. He was kind of in a tough spot, trapped on the baseline and didn't have his dribble. Smart play by the senior to throw it off the leg of Merrihew and out of bounds. Now Ainsworth will set up on the baseline. They get it into Painter. Into the corner, Fernandez takes the 3. Chris hits a West Plains Bank 3 on the assist by Witten Painter. And the Bulldogs back on top with a 10th lead change, 25-24. Bulldogs from trailing 21-13 are on a 12-3 run. Jumper on the mid-range won't go. Rucker down with the rebound after challenging the shot. Painter the other way for Ainsworth against the zone. Trying to double team him. Witten gets it to Fernandez. Witten left corner. Rucker takes a 3. That's off the side of the iron. Jackson gets his own miss. Brings it inside, puts it up and scores. Rucker trails after his own miss, has his 2nd bucket. 27-24. The Bulldog lead is 3. They are on a 6-0 run to start the 2nd quarter. This ball knocked out of bounds by Ortner. He helps Merrihew up, who had hit the ground. Out will go Bo Rice. Back in comes Hunter Cover, the 6'2 freshman. Ainsworth up by 3 now here at home. Trying to snap a losing streak, as are the Longhorns. Hyannis 12-10 on the season, but lost 4 in a row. Pull up mid-range jumper for Merrihew. That's Evan, won't go. And the rebound snared by Ortner. Jacob has his 4th board. Here comes Fernandez. Bulldogs on a 6-0 run. Corner, open 3, Rucker. That one won't go off the side of the iron. And Evans down with the offensive rebound and a foul. As Zane picks up his 5th board and will be fouled on the play. That one will go on Kate Olson. That's Olson's 2nd, team 2nd. 5:12 to go in the third, 27-24 Bulldogs. Chris, open 3, top of the key, off the back iron. Rebound down to Evans for a moment, and then it ends up in the hands of Merrihew, and he is fouled. That'll go, I believe, on Witten Painter. Evans thought he was fouled when he came down what he thought was a rebound, but it got knocked out of his hands. 5:06 to go in the third, 27-24 Bulldogs with the lead. Hyannis basketball yet to score here in the second half. Beaupre enters it into Cover. Steps through, nice find to Levi Merrihew for the finish on the assist from Hunter Cover. That's Hyannis' first bucket of the second half with 4:48 to go, and it's a 1-point basketball game. Fernandez to Evans, 3 top of the key for Zane, too strong. Rebound snared by Evan Merrihew, his 5th. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Now gets it ahead to Beaupre. Into the corner to Levi Merrihew. Takes a baseline jumper. That won't go. Offensive rebound down to Olson. Gets it off to Cover. His shot hangs on the rim and falls. Cover on the offensive rebound and assist by Olson. And it's Hyannis back on top. Our 11th lead change of the game. Fernandez to Painter into the corner to Evans. 28-27 Hyannis. Evans enters it in for Ortner. It's knocked away by Evan Merrihew and stolen. Now here's Levi with the and one as he is hit and fouled. Will go to the line for the three-point play as the foul, I think, on Zane Evans as he is slow to get up. The bucket good, third foul on Evans, and Levi Merrihew at the free throw line. And it's back to a three-point lead for the Longhorns. Deuster and Ray back in for Ainsworth, replacing Ortner and Evans. So Hyannis now on a little run. They've scored 6 in a row after the Bulldogs' 6-0 run to start the quarter. Free throw for Levi, that rattles in. He's had a big game, 19 already for Levi Merrihew. 31-27 Longhorns. Fernandez on the wing to Ray. Skip pass back to Chris into the corner. Painter open for three. Witten needs one and gets a West Plains Bank three on the assist from Fernandez. It's a one-point game, 31-30. Witten had been cold from the outside in the last few games, but he knocks that one in. Mid-range jumper won't go for Rice. And Deuster down with the board for Ainsworth. Bulldogs down by a point. Fernandez to Painter. Now to Ray and Rucker in the left corner. Dribbles out against the zone. Backdoor cut. Pass knocked away and stolen. Bulldogs turn it over. Here comes Levi Merrihew the other way. Steps through and scores. Witten Painter tried to set up and take the charge, but Merrihew just went right around him for the pull-up jumper. 21 for Levi Merrihew. Rucker with it. Needs some help. Into the hands of Ray. Bear takes it down the lane, puts up the shot, scores off the glass. Bear Ray on the bucket. 33-32, Hyannis by a point. Ian Anderson out to Merrihew for three. That shot won't go. Good box out there by three Bulldogs as Ray then comes away with the board, but Painter and Rucker both boxing out well on that defensive sequence. Painter to Ray, up top to Rucker. He'll take a three, top of the key, well short for Rucker and out of bounds to the Longhorns. Rucker asking to come out of the game. He's one that he was 3 days with the flu this week, went back to school yesterday as Bates and Raymond comes in for Rucker. 33-32, Longhorns by one. 2:25 to play in the third. State Wrestling will have the medal rounds tomorrow. Semifinals tonight in the third round consolations. Cover up and under. Nice move to get by Deuster. Hunter Cover with 6 off the bench. And it's a 3-point lead for the Longhorns. Here's Ray. Skip pass to Painter. Open three left wing. That one looks well short and is. Ainsworth can't save the rebound in bounds, and it goes back to the Longhorns. 1:59 to go in the third. 35-32 Hyannis. We're at the same margin we were at the half. Each team has scored 11. Levi into the hands of Anderson. His pass down low. Rice short arms the baseline jumper. Rebound tipped around. Still free, and Levi Merrihew is going to come out of there with it. He turns a corner, puts up a shot, and scores. What a game for Levi Merrihew. He's got 23 of Hyannis' 37. And with a minute and a half to go, it's back to a 5-point lead for the Longhorns. Raymond into the corner to Fernandez. They try to double team Chris. He goes into Raymond inside. He's triple team, gets it knocked free. And looking down low, and it's going to be knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Loose ball, and the Bulldogs turn it over for the 10th time. Beaupre returns. He'll replace Levi Merrihew, giving him just a breather with 1:15 to go in the third. Bulldogs will bring back Ortner. He'll replace Bates and Raymond. Longhorns by 5 with the basketball. They're going to give Levi just a little breather here. Bulldogs went 6-0 the last time. And a timeout now will be taken by Coach Charlie Ferguson. Minute 10 to play in the third quarter. Ainsworth briefly regained the lead here in the third on a 6-0 run to start the quarter. But since that time, the Bulldogs have been outscored and are trailing by 5 to the Longhorns.
When it comes to healthcare, the providers at the Ainsworth Family Clinic set a standard in quality that aims to exceed your expectations. Dr. Kenneth Wasmond and nurse practitioners Jennifer Schermeyer, Hillary Goodwin, and Crystal Daly. Better never stops at the Ainsworth Family Clinic. Madison's Great Western, west of Ainsworth, serves all your fertilizer, fuel, and propane needs. Give them a call at 387-2870. Stop by the office. Visit with Bob Maxwell. You'll find Madison's Great Western makes your fertilizer and fuel needs their #1 priority.
Ainsworth Auto Parts is now Auto Value, located along Richardson Drive, right along East City Park. They offer oil, fluids, wax and paint, accessories, tools and shop supplies, as well as ag and heavy duty parts. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts. Ainsworth Auto Parts, your Auto Value parts store.
Welcome you back on KBRB. Greg Kinsey with you from McAnder Gymnasium. Late third quarter action, 37-32. Hyannis with the lead over the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Longhorn basketball into the game off that timeout. Kanan Grant, he has it, skips it to Anderson. He'll take a 3 right wing and bury it. Ian Anderson on the triple on the assist by Kanan Grant. Largest lead of the game now for Hyannis at 8, 40-32. Painter kicks it out to Fernandez, dumps it down, baseline jumper, Ray off the front of the rim. And the rebound into the hands of Ortner, who puts it up, misses inside on a bunny. And the rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's off of Ainsworth. 44 seconds to go in the third, 40-32. The Longhorns leading the Bulldogs by 8 here on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Beaupre, high post, it goes to Cover. Barre falls down. That allows Beaupre to step in. He gets it out to Anderson. Poked away by Fernandez, retrieves it. Pull up 15-footer for Anderson. That won't go. Rebound pulled away by Deuster. Graham 3 boards off the bench. Painter the other direction. He's going to have it knocked out of his hands. We got a foul called from behind. And that will go, they're going to call it on the floor. Witten's headed to the free throw line, but they won't. It'll be on the floor. First foul. We're going to call it second foul on Ian Anderson. Third foul on the Longhorns. Painter, his 3 blocked. Bulldogs were looking to see where it was going to come down. Ortner ends up with it, misses the reverse layup, and the rebound down to Cover. That is 2 bunnies underneath for Ortner that he couldn't get to fall. 7 seconds left into the corner. Here is Grant with a shot. That won't go. Fernandez checks the clock from half court, fires, and that's short. And it will be the Longhorns increasing their lead. Bulldogs had a 6-0 run to go up 27-24. But after that, a 16-5 run for Hyannis to close out the quarter. And on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, Longhorns lead at 40-32.
William Cotter Lumber Company of Ainsworth, Bassett, Stewart, Atkinson, O'Neill, Spencer, and Gregory supply all of your building needs, from the tiniest finishing nail to truckloads of lumber. William Cotter Company, where service is a family tradition.
At West Plains Bank, we're proud to offer the financial products and services to help you accomplish your life's goals. West Plains Bank in Ainsworth and Springview, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Making car shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, shop the great selection at William Cotter Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and CrotterAuto.com.
40-32, Hyannis with an 8-point lead, and they will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Bulldogs will put the 5 starters out there. Fernandez, Evans, Painter, Rucker, and who? They need a fifth player. Ortner it will be, as he's still talking to one of the coaches. Longhorns will have their starting 5 out there as well. Evan Merrihew, along with Olson, Rice, Levi Merrihew, and Beaupre. Mid-range jumper won't go for Rice. The rebound down to Chris Fernandez. Painter on the wing, throws it inside for Ortner. Hook shot, no. Rebound tipped out. Painter able to come down with it. Now to Fernandez. Chris spin, 15-foot jumper. Front rim won't go. Rebound pulled down by Kate Olson. Throw it ahead for Evan Merrihew. Evan to Beaupre. Looking high post, now back to Evan. Beaupre high post to Rice. He turns, faces on Rucker, kicks it to Evan Merrihew. Baseline jumper for Olson is short. And the rebound to Ortner. Jacob with 7 boards to lead Ainsworth. Fernandez the other way. Drives through a double team, is going to travel with it. 11 turnovers by the Bulldogs. 40-32, Ainsworth will be on the road at Pender on Monday. Boy, we're wearing out the road to Pender. This two trips there this week. That's a little over 3 hours from Ainsworth land to Pender. For those Bulldog fans thinking of making that trip on Monday, a little more than 3 hours. There's a steal by Evans into the hands of Fernandez and poked away from behind by Evan Merrihew to save the layup. But it is Bulldog basketball. Well, we said one of the keys was the Longhorns needed to take care of it. They've only committed 2 turnovers in this second half after 11 in the first half. Bulldogs into the corner to Painter. Step back 18-footer for Witten. That swirls out. Rebound glances into the hands of Bo Rice. On the wing, Beaupre up top to Evan Merrihew. Fakes the 3. You have Zane Evans trying to face guard Levi Merrihew as the rest of the Bulldogs play a little 2-2 box. Beaupre on the baseline, trapped. Swing it around, open is Evan Merrihew. His 3-point shot won't go. Rebound down to Evans. Zane has 6 boards. Flips it ahead to Rucker. Rucker back out to Fernandez. Scoreless here to start the fourth quarter. Played about 2 minutes. Bulldogs down by 8. Chris drives, kicks it to Painter. 3 from the front of the key. That one misses everything, and 2 Bulldogs go burying into the mat. Evans and Ortner both trying to save the ball, and it goes back to the Longhorns. I'm not sure if the wall won or if one of the 2 sophomores won. They both look at each other, kind of nod their heads. They're okay, but that shot was short, and it's with 2 minutes gone in the fourth, 40-32. Olson with it, deep right wing. Into the corner it goes to Levi Merrihew. Bounces it inside for Cover. Goes right in the hands of Rice. He can't get the shot to go, and Rucker down with the board. Gets it ahead to Painter. Neither team has scored in this fourth quarter. That's just fine for Hyannis as they lead by 8. There's a reach-in foul. That'll go against Cade Olson. He's the first Longhorn with 3. Evans has 3 for Ainsworth. Bear Ray back in, replacing Painter. And in comes Anderson. He'll replace Olson. 40-32, Hyannis by 8. Neither team has scored here in the fourth. Get it into the corner to Ray. Back to Chris. Drives left lane. Takes it inside. Shot up and good. Chris on a nice take to the hoop. He leads the Bulldogs with 14. First points of the fourth quarter belong to Evans in his final home game in a Bulldog uniform. Rice from the right elbow. Merrihew baseline jumper is good. Evan Merrihew knocks in his first bucket on the assist from Rice. 42-34. Hyannis quickly answers. Ray with a left corner 3. That's good. A West Plains Bank triple for Bear Ray on the assist for Chris Fernandez, and it's a 5-point game. 5 minutes to go, 42-37. Hyannis with the lead. Anderson bounces it inside, knocked away, and stolen by Ortner. Jacob gets it ahead to Evans, and his pass is wide. And the Bulldogs able to take it back, so the team's trade turnovers. Ainsworth throws it ahead for Fernandez. Chris drives left baseline, shut off and double team, gets it out to Ray. Back to Chris. Baseline, and he's going to step on the baseline. Turnover Ainsworth, their 13th. 4:32 to go. 42-37 Longhorns. Kotaguchi will bring you the Stewart Broncos at home against the North Central Knights on FM 92 as a pair of our area teams face off to close out the regular season. Wide open underneath is Cover. His shot off the glass too strong. Good challenge by Ortner. Cover gets it back and scores. Hunter Cover's had a nice game off the bench with 8 points, 5 boards, and an assist. 7-point lead, 44-37, and there's a foul on Hyannis. As a reach in against Evans, it will go, I believe, on Levi Merrihew. That will be the case. Second on Levi, second on Hyannis. And I think we're going to get a timeout for the Bulldogs here. With 4:10 to play. Timeout taken by Coach Jake Nelson with the Bulldogs down 44-37 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Your first choice for exceptional care is Rangeland Rehab locations in Ainsworth and Bassett. Physical therapist Brian Doak, along with professional staff, are trained in many techniques to help improve mobility and decrease pain. For appointments, call Rangeland Rehab at 387-1600.
Need a project tackled? Well, get them lined up. Shelburne Contracting in Ainsworth is proud to offer seamless gutters, windows and doors, flooring, decking, roofing, fencing, complete home remods, even firewood prep. Call Ty at 402-760-0985.
Allen Monuments of Ainsworth offer permanent legacies that memorialize the passing of a loved one. The monument you choose can be customized to reflect the life of your departed one. Serving you with dignity, Allen Monuments on Highway 20, Ainsworth.
Allen Monument Company bringing you the broadcast and all of our Bulldog sportscasters. Hey, folks, if you enjoy our broadcasts of Ainsworth High School games, you know what? You hear those sportscasters, they make it possible, so tell those folks thanks, and better yet, tell them thanks with your business. As with 4:10 to go, it's Ainsworth basketball. Into the corner on the inbound to Fernandez. He can't turn the corner, gets it out to Painter. Witten back to Chris. Fernandez on the drive, pull up, mid-range shot, good. Fernandez with 7 in the second half. He has 16. It's a 5-point game. 44-39. Levi Merrihew with 23 to lead Hyannis. Entry pass into Cover, double team, shot good, and the foul, and Cover, the freshman, will get an and one opportunity. As the foul on Ainsworth whistled on Rucker, his second. Back to a 7-point game, and Hunter Cover with a nice game off the bench. Deuster in, he'll replace Rucker. 3:47 to go, 46-39. Hyannis' lead is 7. They just are maintaining a comfortable little margin here. Cover's free throw is high arcing off the glass, or off the back, and then Deuster throws it away right into the hands of Levi Merrihew. After getting the rebound, Deuster literally looked like he was throwing it to Levi on that one. So a turnover Bulldogs, and Levi just with a little smile says thank you, and he gets the foul on Deuster and 2 free throws. 46-39. Levi's free throw up and in and out. How about, wow. By my count, that's 23 points for Merrihew, and at the line, trying to get his 24th, and does. 8-point lead for Hyannis, matches their largest of the game. Painter stopped on the dribble, needs help, gets it off to Fernandez. Chris, pull up 3 left wing, that one around and out. Weak side board down to Beaupre by himself. 3:29 to go, Bulldogs in an 8-point hole here at home. Entry pass, they go right back to Cover. Tough shot on the fadeaway. Good defense by Deuster to force a tough shot. And back in for Hyannis, return Evan Merrihew and Olson. Evans back in for Ainsworth. He'll replace Beret. Bulldogs running out of time. Final home game for Witten Painter and Chris Fernandez. Into the corner it goes to Evans. Zane looking inside for Deuster. Double team, gets it across to Chris. Fernandez, mid-range jumper, good again. Fernandez with 9 in the second half, 18 for the game. 47-41. Bulldogs down 6, they entered it into Cover. Kicks it to Rice. Evan Merrihew, baseline jumper, good on the assist from Bo Rice. Back to a 8-point game, 49-41. Painter on the left wing. Skip pass, right corner to Evans for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound down to Evan Merrihew. 6 boards for Merrihew. 2.5 to go, and now the Longhorns could work on the clock if they choose. Olsen, nice bounce pass down to Cover for the finish. 51-41, Hyannis by 10, and another timeout taken by Coach Jake Nelson with 2:17 to go. Tri-County Bank scoreboard. It's Hyannis 51, Ainsworth 41.
Three River Communications strives to better serve their customers of North Central Nebraska with the latest fiber technology, offering up to 1 gig internet speed, high-definition cable TV, and local and long-distance telephone service. Three River Communications, your local service provider.
Maintain and enhance a beautiful lawn with Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth. Jerry and Norma Paulson. Mowing, lawn cleanup, power raking, aerating, fertilizing, and spraying. They provide free estimates, references gladly given. Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth.
For prescriptions and all your over-the-counter, feel-better favorites, come to the pharmacy you know and trust, Ainsworth Pharmacy on Main Street, because keeping you healthy is their top priority. Make sure to check out their Facebook page for open hours.
2:17 to play here from McAndrew Gymnasium. Hyannis on the road, leading by 10, and it's been the 1-2 punch of Levi Merrivew and Hunter Cover. Cover with 10 of his 12 points off the bench coming here in the second half, and the freshman stays on the floor as Ainsworth brings back all 5 starters now, down by 10. Painter gets it into the backcourt to Rucker. Working against Merrihew, gives up the dribble, gets it to Painter. Witten to Rucker, high post, now to Evans. Zane cuts inside, puts up the shot, can't get it to go, and Levi Merrihew down with the rebound in traffic. Good look inside. Bulldogs miss another short shot. They've missed a bundle of them tonight. Under 2 minutes to go. Hyannis can work on the clock. Bulldogs go man-to-man off of the timeout. And Levi Merrihew is going to lose the ball out of bounds. Hyannis fans wanted a foul on the collision between Merrihew and Evans. That'll be the 16th Hyannis turnover, but just a minute 46. And the Bulldogs down by 10. Painter to Chris. Fernandez drives, gets double teamed. Rucker, 16-footer. That one around the side of the rim. And the rebound out of bounds. It will be Bulldog basketball. Fresh 35-second clock, but with a minute 35 left, down by 10. Ainsworth's going to need a miracle at this point. Fernandez looking for someone, gets it into the corner. Painter with a three, won't go. Rebound down to Chris. Fernandez turns the corner, mid-range jumper, good again. Chris trying to carry the Bulldogs here in his final home game. Down by 8, and there's a steal by Fernandez. Chris the other way. One-on-one, lays it in. And a timeout taken by Coach Jake Nelson as Fernandez with back-to-back buckets makes it a 6-point game, 51-45. Bulldogs still have fouls to give, just 2 fouls on each team here in the fourth quarter. Fernandez now with 22 for Ainsworth, 25 for Levi Merrihew for Hyannis. The Longhorns 12-10 on the season. Ainsworth 4-17. Bulldogs will play Monday in Pender at 6 o'clock against Oakland Craig, with the winner to get top seed Pender in the C25. We'll have that Monday matchup on KBRB. Bulldogs will go to a full court press now, down by 6. After Fernandez got the steal and layup, they get it into Merrihew. Levi double teamed, working. Boy, nice handle there by Levi. Now takes it all the way to the hoop, and he's hit and fouled. And that will be 2 free throws for Merrihew. Foul against Witten Painter. So that'll be Witten's third, and 2 free throws here for Levi Merrihew, trying to add to his 25-point night. Minute 6 to go. Bulldogs down by 6. Levi, lefty, back rim on that free throw. So the Bulldogs a little bit of life here with a minute 6 remaining. Second free throw for the sophomore. That one's short, but the offensive rebound down to Cover, and then he is fouled on the putback attempt. It'll go on Rucker, but they let Cover in, and on a missed free throw, the Bulldogs don't secure the defensive rebound, and it will be Hunter Cover to the line for 2 free throws and still a 6-point game. Crucial offensive rebound the Bulldogs give up there. Cover misses the free throw on the back rim. So Hyannis has missed 3 in a row. They are now just 5 for 10 at the line. They were 4 for 5. Second one is short. Rebound down to Painter. Bulldogs will need to go quickly. Fernandez down 6 to Painter. Takes a three, top of the key. Off the rim. Rebound down to Rice, and he's fouled. Chance there for the Bulldogs to make it a one-possession game. Instead, it's a foul on Ainsworth. It's Evans' fourth, and we'll walk the other way for free throws. This time it'll be Bo Rice to the line for the first time. Bo on the season is a 63% free throw shooter. Not too bad, 43 out of 68. He has the second most makes for the Longhorns, and this free throw is up and short. Boy, Hyannis could close it out here at the line, and they're not able to do it. They've missed 5 in a row. Stays a 6-point game for the Longhorns. Second free throw for Rice. That one is good. He makes 1 of 2. Bulldogs down 3 possessions. Evans tries to go quickly into the paint. Scoop shot won't go. And a foul on the rebound will go against Hyannis as Ortner was down with the board. And they're going to call it underneath. That foul on Cover, just his second. 48 seconds to go. It's a 7-point game. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Charlie Ferguson of the Longhorns. Tri-County Bank scoreboard with 48 seconds here remaining in the regular season finale. It is Hyannis leading Ainsworth 52-45.
Country Fabrics and Crafts of Valentine specializes in baby lock and simplicity sewing machines and sergers. For fabrics, notions, thread, yarn, zippers, trim, and patterns, head to Country Fabrics and Crafts in Valentine. Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth is your best choice for diesel truck and big rig repairs. Bruce Dannett and crew provide long-lasting repair work that stands up to the demands placed on your heavy-duty equipment. Dependable service, repairs done right. Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth.
It is Bulldog basketball. Down by 7 with 48 seconds remaining. This is pretty much a must-score scenario for Ainsworth. They get it into Fernandez, turns the corner. Pull up 15-footer for Chris, won't go. Rebound down to Rucker. He puts it up and finishes. And it's a 5-point game. Merrihew breaks containment. He takes it the other way. Steps through, misses, and it's off of Merrihew, I believe, and out of bounds. What are they going to call? I did not see. Oh, they're going to give it to Hyannis. Wow. That'll be the 4th block for Ortner. 33 seconds left. Ainsworth's going to have to get a steal or a quick foul. They get it into Merrihew, and he is going to be fouled, and that might have just fouled Zane Evans out of the game. So that is 5 on Zane, I believe. What are they calling? They're going to give the ball underneath. They're going to have a little conversation here between the officiating crew. See what they're calling. With 32 seconds to go in a 5-point game, they don't call a foul. Hyannis basketball. I'm not sure what happened, but Evans apparently did not get a foul, and now we've just got to. We're going to let Hyannis throw it in again. I don't know, the whistle blew with the ball in bounds. So not sure what was going on, but they're going to go ahead and play. 5-point game. Merrihew gets it on an outlet to Evan. They're going to have to foul. They don't do so yet, and now Chris will give up the foul. So it will be Evan Merrihew at the line. 26.7 seconds left in a 5-point game. Evans' free throw is good. His first free throw attempt. Evan on the season, a 76% free throw shooter, one of the best for Hyannis. Second free throw is in and out. Rebound down to Ortner. Bulldogs down by 2 possessions. Fernandez kicks it to Painter. Out to Chris for a 3. Left wing, Bulldogs need it. It's around and out. And the rebound out of bounds, and last touch by the Bulldogs. That may about do it with 14 seconds left. 53-47, Hyannis on the road. Looking like they're going to get a W, as will the Bulldogs foul here. Evan Merrihew brings it ahead. And they're going to be double teamed. He gets it off to Olson, and they will foul with 3 seconds left after letting 11 seconds run off the clock. Ortner will give up the foul in a 6-point game, and so Kate Olson will go to the line for 2 as Hyannis going to pick up a road win to finish the regular season 13-10. Ainsworth will drop to 4-18. As the free throw is good for Olson, makes it a 3-possession game. Hyannis will take on Cody Kilgore next Tuesday in the semifinals of the D2-12 district at Mullen. Second free throw short, rebound down to Painter. He'll launch a half-court shot, and that will do it, 54-47. It is Hyannis on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, getting the win over the Ainsworth Bulldogs in the regular season finale and final game of the season here at McAndrew Gymnasium. We'll come back with our Tri-County Bank into the game summary and post-game show after this.
TK Angus specialized in long-aged yearling Angus bulls. We also offer bulls for sale at Private Treaty in the spring. To learn more, check out our website at tkangus.com.
When you need expert electrical service, call on Travis Electric of Ainsworth. Travis Electric provides installation, repair, rewiring, maintenance, and upgrades for residential, commercial, farm, and ranch applications. Timely, reliable, professional, and courteous service, Travis Electric at 402-382-3280.
This is Carrie Hess with Sylvius Insurance Group. Livestock Risk Protection, or LRP, is a federally subsidized insurance product that protects against the decline in price over an insurance period for fed cattle, feeder cattle, swine. To learn more, call me at 402-340-0567.
Get the good stuff at Buckles Automotive, your Napa store on Main Street in Ainsworth. We carry a complete line of passenger car and light truck parts, as well as heavy-duty truck parts for the big rigs used on your farm or ranch. Buckles Automotive in Ainsworth, one call, that's all.
Welcome you back on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, KBRB.net. And those of you joining us on the Ainsworth Community Schools video stream of this matchup between Ainsworth and Hyannis, Longhorns get the win. We had a game that featured 11 lead changes, 9 of those in the first half. Hyannis led 15-11 at the end of one. Ainsworth outscored the Longhorns 10-9 in the second. It was 24-21 Hyannis at the half. Bulldogs scored the first 6 points of the third quarter to go up 27-24. But after that, a 16-5 run by the Longhorns to close out the third made it 40-32. And then Ainsworth never got any closer than 3 the rest of the way, and the Longhorns win it 54-47. Ainsworth outscored Hyannis 15-14 in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs will finish the regular season 4-18. Hyannis at 13-10. Bulldogs will be back in action Monday in the C25 Subdistrict opening round against Oakland Craig from Pender at 6 o'clock. It is our Tri-County Bank into the game summary. If you're looking to buy a home, build a home, or refinance the home you have, the Tri-County Bank Home Mortgage Team can help get you into the home of your dreams. Go local because of the Tri-County Bank. They aren't just your lenders, they're your neighbors. Stop by one of their branches in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, or O'Neill. Visit tcbhomemortgage.com. The Tri-County Bank is member FDIC and is an equal housing lender. Well, as we jump into our post-game show, let's go through the final statistics for both these teams. And boy, there were a couple big scoring efforts in this one. 24 points for Levi Merrihew for the Longhorns. Ainsworth got a 22-point night for Chris Fernandez. Merrihew went 5 for 8 at the free throw line, had 14 in the first half, 10 more in the second half. And then it was 12 off the bench for Hunter Cover. Cover, 10 of his 12 in the second half, played a really nice game. 5 apiece for Ian Anderson off the bench, 5 for Bo Rice, 5 for Evan Merrihew, and 3 for Kate Olson, your scoring for the Longhorns. Ainsworth ends up out-rebounding Hyannis 38-36 after Hyannis was up 21-14 on the boards at halftime. Ainsworth a 24-15 advantage on the glass in the second half. But Hyannis knocks in enough free throws to get the job done late. They ended up just 9 for 17 at the line, but made enough in the closing stretch. They had several instances where they went 1 for 2 at the line to close out the game. For rebounding-wise, the Longhorns, they were led by Bo Rice with 7, 6 apiece for Kate Olson, Evan Merrihew, and Hunter Cover. 5 rebounds for Levi Merrihew. Then it was 3 apiece for Dom Beaupre and Ian Anderson. had Kate Olson with 3 assists, 2 assists for Dom Beaupre, 2 assists for Bo Rice, 1 each for Levi Merrihew. Kanan Grant and Hunter Cover had 2 blocks for the Longhorns, 1 each by Bo Rice and Evan Merrihew. 17 turnovers for the Longhorns, Ainsworth with 14, but the Bulldogs just 1 for 4 at the free throw line. Did not get many attempts, had 2 and 1 opportunities in the first half, both missed, and then Jacob Ortner made 1 of 2 free throws in the second half, and that's it for Ainsworth. Hyannis 9 for 17 at the line, Ainsworth just 1 for 4. 22 points tonight for Chris Fernandez, 13 of those after halftime, but from there 6 points for Zane Evans, 6 for Jackson Rucker, 5 each for Witten Painter and Bear Ray. They each hit a 3, and it was 3 points for Jacob